20-some years ago, Howard Timberg and I decided to teach a course on the Holocaust. I learned that there was such a thing as Holocaust centers. I said, well, why don't we have one here? So we started, and the idea was to bring programming to the college and open it up to the community, both survivors and also scholars on the Holocaust, to do Holocaust education. Linnell Dean, who was a work study student, suggested, why don't we collect buttons?
I said, Ron, we need to collect buttons. And we need to honor the children, remember them, the ones that died in the Holocaust.
That's why it's so important that we do something, and something, especially the Button Project, that's very important to me.
And then we got mailings coming in from people in Rhode Island. I remember getting one package from Chicago, Illinois.
Over about 2-year period, we collected 1.5 million buttons.
Since 2017, the Grimshaw Goodwitz Art Gallery at Bristol Community College has collaborated with the Holocaust Center on campus to bring programming that fosters dialogue, remembrance, and resilience, along with education on topics of the Holocaust. Today, we continue this partnership with Bearing Witness, a sea of buttons in memory of the Holocaust's youngest victims. This exhibition features the center's collection of 1.5 million buttons, each representing a child murdered in the Holocaust. We're also working together on the Button Project, a permanent public artwork to be installed on the college campus later this year.
We started a Trunks of Tolerance project.
And what they are literal trunks that the local educators can keep in their classrooms. The trunks are filled with books, flash drives with lesson plans.
Posters and nonfiction books. We don't put any fiction in.
All sorts of things that the teachers can pull out of the trunks and then distribute to their classes to really engage the students with the material.
I find it really satisfying to help organize educational opportunities for teachers and students.
We have an advisory committee that was set up early on, and we have subcommittees. So one of the subcommittees is professional development.
I talked to Ron about maybe being able to help him with some of the educational piece and maybe getting professional development points and become a provider through the Department of Education.
We do workshops for teachers. We've done summer institutes for teachers.
So one of the ways of motivating teachers to engage in the workshops we do, or whatever, is to offer them professional development points or PDPs, which they have to accumulate over time.
We wanted to connect the dots, not only the history, but maybe literature and history, and how literature played out in the historical piece. And I think that's important for teachers, and how to teach the Holocaust.
As I got involved and I worked with Ron, he had asked me to develop a collection through my capacity at the library, which we did. So we built a Holocaust and Genocide collection, which is unique at all of the community college libraries in the state. So we're really proud of that.
So there's over 1,000 books, and that's open both to the college community but also the community.
There have been a number of survivors that have come through that have been absolutely inspiring to hear. You'd see the auditorium filled, with people coming to learn about numbers of different genocides.
I've been touched by the radio play that Dr. Weisberger brought here, the musicians. We had someone from Yale come and explain to us the features of the artwork of Samuel Bach. The one, though, that really sticks in my mind was a joint workshop that was brought to us by Echoes and Reflection and Yad Vashem and Israel and the U.S. Holocaust Museum, where they discussed propaganda.
Dr. Weisberger led a delegation to the 80th anniversary of the liberation of Auschwitz,
which was a tour led by Michael Berenbaum, who is a scholar in the field.
On one day, we went to 3 camps. We went to Medonic, Belzec, and Sobibor.
To walk those grounds, to see these things that, you teach about them, you read about them, but they aren't real to you till you're walking, you're walking the same ground as the people who went before you.
amazing experience. Certainly going to help enhance my teaching and even my understanding of the Holocaust, despite all the books I read and everything else. I'm really glad I went.
The important work of the center is not only to teach about it so that we remember and we honor the memory of those who are lost, but that we also try to prevent it.
We've done so much training here, we've done so much work here, and I think it's a credit to Bristol Community College.